My name is Anaya, and starting in my sophomore year of college, I was a resident assistant, or RA for short. A resident assistant is a student leader who fosters a healthy community environment among students at their university. I was a little nervous about becoming an RA because I had never been one before, but I was a camp counselor and part of a praise and worship team, so I was familiar with the concepts of teamwork and leadership. Being an RA seemed like a big responsibility, and I didn't really know what to expect until we had our group training in the fall. During training, I met other members of the Res Life staff and learned what to do in different situations like fire drills, roommate conflicts, and even dorm checks. It took me a little while to get used to the RA life, but I eventually got the hang of it. A lot of my time was spent attending and hosting programs, making bulletin boards and door decorations, getting to know my residents, and meeting with other Res Life staff for updates. The first program I hosted was a bathroom decorating social. I know, it sounds weird, but let me explain. Communal bathrooms are gross, and living on campus, you'll spend a lot of time in your floor's bathroom. I thought the girls on my floor would appreciate a more personalized bathroom, and it would be a great chance for us to get to know each other better. A Res Life staff member gave me the idea of incorporating a DIY into the social, so we made poopery too. I titled the program Hello Gorgeous, Ladies Communal Restroom Program, and made invitation-themed advertisements. My goal for this program was to get the girls to know each other better and gain confidence by reading the positive affirmations on the walls and mirrors. About 10 people came to this program, and most of them had fun making the potpourri. Only one of my residents helped decorate the bathroom because many of them had a game that night. Regardless of the attendance, I realized that my program goals were met when I got feedback from my residents about the restroom. A parent even came into the restroom while we were decorating and complimented our decorating skills. It was awesome to see the encouraging words uplift my residents. Another program I hosted was an open mic night for the entire campus. The purpose of this program was to build the confidence of participants by encouraging them to step out of their shell and perform in front of others. 7 people came to this event, and each of them got out of their comfort zone by participating. The residents were very talented. Some people sang songs, others rapped, and someone even played the piano. By the end of the program, everyone wanted to get on the stage again for a second act. I know how nerve-wracking it could be to share your talent with people you don't know, so I was incredibly proud of everyone who participated. January was National Book Month, so I collaborated with a peer educator to host a book giveaway in the cafeteria during dinner. The peer educator and I worked together to create a program that would help to shine a light on the importance of reading. This program was educational because it gave the 30 participants a chance to reflect on the books they've read in the past and how they've impacted them. After answering a short questionnaire and learning a bit more about the benefits of reading, individuals were entered into a raffle to win a copy of Becoming by Michelle Obama. Ironically enough, one of my residents won the book, and she was so excited to read it. At the end of winter training, I worked with the RI on my floor to create a fun bulletin board that would help our residents to become more familiar with the people on campus and get motivated for the spring semester. Since many of the girls on my floor like Olaf, we included him on the board. For tips to stay driven in the second semester, I briefly interviewed the Dean of Students and other RAs and staff in the Career Center. Not only did this board give residents motivation tips, but it also made them more aware of people on campus that can help them during their college career. One of my favorite parts about being an RA is making door decorations. In the fall, I got fake leaves and put each resident's name in the center of it. I put glitter around their name to make it more unique, and these decorations helped the girls on my floor to get in the mood for autumn. Getting to know my residents was really important to me as a student leader, so whenever I had free time, I tried to build a relationship with them. I would hang out with my residents in the lobby or stop by their dorms to chat with them, and I frequently invited them to hang out in my room. We watched movies together, and I baked cookies for them. I knew all my residents very well, and I did my best to be there for them whenever they needed me. My residents described me as punctual, organized, and caring. During my first semester as a resident assistant, I tried to juggle too much at once. For some reason, I thought I could be a student leader, work 2 jobs, and take 6 classes a semester, while still maintaining my social life insanity. It took me a few months to realize that I was wearing myself too thin and I had to drop some stuff. I learned that if I wanted to do well in school and as an RA, I had to prioritize and focus on activities that were most important to me, such as studying, mentoring my residents, and practicing self-care. Although I work well on teams, I could improve my flexibility when working with others. I can be very controlling when I want to achieve a certain goal, but I know that my way is not the only way to succeed. When working with other RAs, or on any team for that matter, I am learning to be more observant and understanding of the way other people work. To be successful on a team, it's important that I adjust my plans when necessary and still contribute my best work. For example, I worked on a program with a group of RAs that I had never worked with before, and this was really challenging because we all had different schedules and could not frequently meet to plan for our program. Oftentimes, texting was not an efficient mode of communication, so I had to talk to them in person instead. Although this was time-consuming, it did help me to communicate with them better. I wish I learned to adapt quicker, rather than allowing myself to get anxious over things that I couldn't control. Ultimately, I learned that adaptation is needed when working with others, and unnecessary stress does not accomplish anything. I also learned that being a leader does not always mean being in charge and correcting people when they're wrong, but sometimes being a leader means recognizing when you're wrong and correcting yourself. When I first became a student leader, many students thought I was strict and mean, which didn't help my job because my residents didn't trust me. To establish trust, I learned to better empathize with the residents by building closer connections with them. My most significant accomplishments as an RA were hosting a roommate mediation, facilitating floor meetings, being there for upset residents, and helping with the RA spring training. Being an RA is not an easy job. Still, I learned to build myself professionally through receiving guidance from veteran RAs, making connections with deans and organizations on campus, learning to manage my time, and taking care of myself.